Hi, I'm Grace Baroni, and welcome to Conversations with the ERC5. Today, I am delighted to have with us John and Jessy Sullivan. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
This is so exciting. I was going to try to read off all of your businesses, and then I thought I'm going to stop right there because I'll miss one, and then that's not going to work. So I'll let you tell us. You've got a great footprint in the hospitality industry. East Village Tavern, Nathan Bill's, the Boulevard, so many things coming down the pipeline that we hope to touch on. So tell us a little bit how you got involved in hospitality, this passion for it. Where did it come from?
We both started at a young age, right out of high school at a local bar called the Celtic Pub, the Limelight. And that's actually where we met, and I trained and hired her how to bartend, and then from there made a lot of connections, and both were working at another bar called McCaffrey's Public House, and I had some hours at another bar called the Boulevard Tavern, and that's the one we just rehabbed and partnered and saved, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I love what you did there. I hadn't been there before. Sorry, I missed out. But when we did the ribbon cutting, I love how you incorporated history of the neighborhood and all that great stuff. And I think that adds to that welcoming atmosphere. Like, it doesn't matter if you're going to East Village Tavern or Nathan Bill's or the Boulevard. Like, the minute you walk in, it just feels like, you know, like Cheers, where they said where everybody knows your name. You just feel that instantly. So kudos to you for that.
We're always hands-on, too. So you'll see either me or him or, you know.
Yep, I can attest to that.
Yep.
You guys are always there. So that is fantastic. Let's just quickly touch on this amazing project that you have going on in Wilbraham, because I thought that was so exciting. Having lived here my entire life and on a daily basis now with the Chamber for the last 5 years, I go by what used to be the Lakeside Inn, I don't know how many times. And every time it's like, I can't wait for someone to like restore this.
Yeah.
And you heard me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's
Bring it back to life.
Yeah.
We're excited for that project. That's going to be a very exciting project. My partner, Joe, has a lot of personal ties to that area, and then also the hotel industry back in the day. His grandfather and his brother, Bart and Buddy Sullivan, owned and operated the Sullivan Auto Inn across the street.
Oh, really?
And it was the same as the Lakeside Inn in operation, and they got a lot of close ties to the town of Wilbraham, and we're excited to rehab and bring that back to life, especially with all the great memories everyone has.
Yeah.
He's a go-getter. So when he sees, like, the initial project, he can already see the end result.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's the coolest part about every project and business that we take over is, you know, show it the love, you know, invest the time, collaborate with contractors and our team and our staff. And it's really, really energetic and rewarding to throw that time and work into it and then see the final product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be able to see it, because, you know, most of us, like myself, you drive by, can't wait for somebody to do it.
Yeah.
I know it needs to be done, but to have that vision and to be able to see the possibilities, that is a gift.
I didn't see the vision right away. When that was brought to us, it was actually in the midst of the March Mayhem. And, you know, we just closed on the plaza over at Nathan Bill's and on Palm Road Shopping Center. And, you know, we were very hot with working on, you know, that, with lining up the tenants and working with the neighborhood with that, you know, restoration project. And then, you know, we were approached with this next restoration and investment, and Joe instantly, his eyes just lit up, and he saw and just spearheaded that whole project in the month of March, and my head was spinning because I was trying to focus on, you know, like, you know, the busy March season with the hands-on and anything too, but in the back of my mind, I knew that, you know, like it was going to be a home run for everyone involved.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this too. It is a home run for everyone.
Yes.
Because it's the contractors that you partner with. It's the local people that you put to work. And We can now segue into your philanthropy, though. It's also what you give back to the community, and you are really extraordinary with that. You are always looking for a way to include the community in what you're doing and partner and give back. I love that about you guys.
That's what was instilled at us at young ages, and Jesse's family and Joe's family, and just all of our staff. I mean, our Catholic upbringing with Holy Cross and Cathedral, and just working and really investing in the community, and that kind of got spearheaded with the June 1st tornado. Back in 2011, when we were managing and operating McCaffrey's Public House, my former partner Robbie Gaussman and I, along with the management and the East Forest Park Civic Association, we saw a lot of neighbors and a lot of businesses in East Forest Park that they needed the need for help right away. And we came together and organized a tornado benefit, and we raised a lot of money in a week at short time, and we donated it back to the Civic Association. They dispersed it to the 3 main churches in the neighborhood, and then the rest is just history.
Yep. It's the community that,
Yeah.
comes out and shows the support.
Yeah, we've learned that at a young age is to, invest back into the community, and, it's a benefit for everybody involved.
Yeah. Well, you do great things. Prior to meeting you, I had always gone to your gunnery sergeant run that you host. And it really is a fun run. It's a smaller version of the Holyoke run, because the neighborhood, though, comes out to support you. That was like the fun thing. It was like you're running, and it's great that you do this because the funds you raise go back to the community, scholarships and so forth. But the community comes out to support the runners. And it's not just the runners. It's a reflection on you, Nathan Bills, the family, the community that you've created. And they come out, and they're super excited to be out there bright and early on a Sunday cheering everyone on.
This is the 10-year anniversary.
This year is going to be a special one. I mean, we got Project 267. They're going to, headline afterwards, and we're expecting a very large turnout for the 10-year anniversary mark of, Tommy's death, and then the 10-year anniversary of the run as well too. We've been doing it 10 years straight.
Yeah. I've
Minus
got the
COVID.
T-shirts
COVID,
to prove it.
COVID, we had a virtual run.
Yeah.
That was a little off, but we still count that year.
Yeah. I counted it too.
Yeah.
It's still a run.
Yes.
And thank you for that, because again, that's wonderful. But then that also brings us to, you experience hardships in your life, and you turn them into a positive thing with the run. And then there's Jesse's fight. If we can touch on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that is so important. You took a situation that happened. If you want to share that.
Yeah. Very young mother. Our daughters were 1 and 2. I was working in the hall. I ended up, having a seizure in my sleep, having no idea what had happened. Reached out to him. We ended up, going to the emergency room. They ran a bunch of tests. Come to find out there was a tumor, immediately into surgery. And, after the surgery, so many people are like, what do you need? What can we do? And I hate being the center of attention. And that's kind of where, Jesse's fight came from. We put the run together. That was, the first year. It was unbelievable. I think we raised over $60,000. It was like $62 something thousand. And then from that we continued to do the runs until COVID. And then we geared more towards a golf tournament because it was outside. So this year will be our 6th annual golf tournament.
We got a lot of support from Griffin's friends at that time.
Yeah.
And Bay State Health, it was their network and their teams, and just everyone coming together. That was just overwhelming at that time.
And my biggest thing was the money I wanted to stay local, stay at the Demore Center where I was treated. And they honored that. They gave me a plaque at, the Demore Center, and every year we
she's
just
got a room dedicated.
Yeah.
And,
Wow, that's awesome.
We'll get pictures of selfies or family members all the time. They send it to her.
Yeah.
And we have no idea, what people are privately battling.
Yeah, exactly. And to be able to take that and do what you've done. One, it's the community. It's you're giving back to the community to support the DeMauro Cancer Center.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But it also goes beyond the money. Money's is important, but it's what you, Jessy, give back.
Yeah.
Like you give back hope to those who are
and
fighting
that's
the
what
battle.
I tell people, if you dwell on, your diagnosis, that's what's going to eat you alive, I call it. You got to, stay positive, keep going, keep, doing what you have to do.
Yeah,
we have, our beautiful daughters. I'm like, I need to be here for them.
Yep.
So, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And thank you for what you do. Where does that come from, though? Because that's not everyone can do that. That really takes special people who, I've experienced hardship and I'm moving forward. So now how can I take my hardship and turn it around and create support and hope for a community?
A lot of it, too, is like the very first one after that, the amount of people that would reach out to me personally and tell me their story and, tell me, the hope that I've given them. And to me, I'm like, that's, beautiful that I can do something like that. So,
yeah, you've done a great thing. So I see Tony over there telling me that I need to wrap up, but there's so many other things. So what's the one thing you want to leave us with? Because you also hinted again that there's more coming. The last time I was at the run, Joe ended it by saying, "Oh, there's great things coming."
Yeah.
And then like a few weeks later, it's the where Nathan Bill's is, the plaza there.
Mm-hmm.
And now you hinted. So what kind of great
the plaza's
things
about
are
a pop,
coming?
and we got a lot of great moves coming for the East Forest Park neighborhood. That's going to directly benefit residential neighbors over there. On top of just everybody in the East Forest Park. It's taken a little bit longer than expected because we wanted to make sure that the right tenants that were providing essential services for that direct neighborhood. So, I mean, we got a lot of big moves happening over there, too, and everyone's going to be very surprised and impressed of what we've done for that plaza.
I'm looking forward to it.
he always says, this is the last one. I'm like, no, it's not. I know you.
I think I'm starting to understand what you mean there, because every time they leave you with another.
Well, yeah.
He's like, I swear. I'm like,
I had a surprise for my daughter the other day, and I told her, I was like, you got to keep it a secret. And she goes, did you buy another bar? And I said, no more. No more bars.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If our audience wants to get in touch with you, or they've got some questions about supporting your nonprofits or getting involved on maybe a new project with you, is the best way to reach you at any of your establishments on social media?
We're hands-on all the businesses every single day. She runs the banquet hall, and then she's behind the bar every Friday at East Village Tavern. And then we're Joe, Christian, Maddie, and I, we're hands-on business owners, and we're almost at every establishment every single day.
Okay. So best way to get you is just stop in.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Thank you for all that you do for the community.
you.
We appreciate it. And thank you for joining us for Conversations with the ERC5. If you'd like to be the next guest on Conversations with the ERC5, go to our website, erc5.com, and you can sign up there.